everybody. Since we're waiting on a park to come for the motorhome, we decided, well, we have nothing to do, so we ended up having an extra day in South Dakota, so we're going to go check out CrazyHorse. Everyone says it's a monument worth checking out, so we want to go check it out. We're going to get some footage for you guys, and yeah, so stay tuned.
So today we went to the CrazyHorse Memorial, and I guess you could tell from the title that we were posing the question whether it was worth it or not. So when we got there, it was $15 per person to get in. For us, because there was two of us. So the prices are listed. We posted that in the video here. And it changes depending on the time of year that you would go. There are certain times that it's costs more, and then there's obviously if it's a bigger tourist season. And there's also things that I did not include on here that are also on the webpage. There's certain holidays like Native American Appreciation Day, which in South Dakota we did not know Native American Appreciation Day is actually in place of Columbus Day. So they do not celebrate Columbus Day in South Dakota.
So the museum is filled with tons of artifacts from the mid to late 1800s. So if you like to read the articles and look at the artifacts, there's plenty. You could spend a couple hours in there just going through all the different exhibits.
So both Dave and I, while we were there, the reason why we posed that question, was it worth it? It was a very emotional visit for us. Both of us felt odd from the moment we got there. It almost felt like we were intruding somewhere where we should not be. And although there is a tribute there with the CrazyHorse Memorial, it just felt strange being there. So I'm glad that they are taking the time to build the memorial, and I'm hoping it looks as great as Mount Rushmore did, which we saw you were able to see in a previous short that we had on YouTube, and we also had on our Instagram and our Facebook page. As it is now, it was something that we felt is something to see. However, that's going to be a personal decision you'll have to make, whether you feel it's worth, the $15 to go there, because the museum, I think itself, is what makes up for the difference of the amount that you're paying to get in, not just that one brief view that you get of the memorial.
So we are currently staying in Box Elder, just outside of Rapid City. It took us about 50 minutes to get there from here. It takes you down Route 16, and then I think to 16A. But it was a beautiful drive, absolutely beautiful drive, and it actually will go by pretty fast for you if you're staying in this area. Or there were tons of campgrounds right around Mount Rushmore area, and all of those attractions down there. And like the Needles Highway and all of that stuff. There were lots of campgrounds around there. So if you don't need to be in this area and you want to stay a little closer, you can. There's plenty of options, and we saw motorhomes from like the size of ours, like 45 feet, to small tents and pop-ups. So I think just about anything can get down there if you want to stay closer to all of the attractions down in that area.
Personally, I wouldn't recommend trying to do everything in one day. We tried to do several parts of the Black Hills. We tried to do the Needles Highway and part of Custer State Park on the same day, and it was really a lot to take in. It was a lot to see. We didn't get to see everything, so we actually had to go back a second day to go through the wildlife loop, and that's when we got a lot of footage of the American bison that you can see in another video that we have. Actually, I could post the link right up here. Is it worth it? It depends on where you're staying at. So for us, it was convenient for us to drive that hour because basically we're stuck here until our motorhome is fixed. So we had the opportunity and we had the time to be able to do it. So we chose that. However, if you're staying that far away and you have young children, driving that distance with kids in a car might seem a little much.
Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in for us. Keep an eye out. We are heading to Nebraska next. That's next on our list. as soon as motorhome is fixed, which should be tomorrow. So we're going to head down Nebraska, but we only have a night stay, so I don't know how much footage we're going to get, but we're going to try to get as much as we can for you. We are staying at, what was it?
Riverside Campground in
Riverside
Scottsbluff.
Campground. We're going to see the monument. Well, what's the monument? I already forgot.
That's a big surprise because it's
Oh, yeah.
got a special name from the Native Americans,
Yes,
and I
it does.
refuse now. After I found out the name of it, that the Native Americans called it, I refuse to call it what it's called today. So
Yeah.
I'd much rather prefer the name the Native Americans gave it, and we'll give some explanation in that too when we show you the video. It will not be kid rated. I'm just telling you that right now. But thanks everybody for watching. We really
All right.
appreciate it, and we're glad that some of you are enjoying the videos. We hope most of you that are watching are enjoying the videos, at least of our travels, because we certainly are enjoying ourselves out here.